Mothership! 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 Calling mothership! We have distress! Beacons! Everywhere! There's beacons! It's terrible! Alright. Where is that thing? Sorry I wasn't here. I had just stupid things existing. Oh. Turning off the fan that creates background noise. By the way, hi. It stopped recording what? What happened? What? My face? Neat. My knee? Oh, neat. I was lying on my bed, which I've rearranged my room because we don't have wireless here. Like not in where I'm staying, it's the Regency. We only have like a port thing where you connect it directly to the internet, and my computer doesn't work well with the kind of ports they have. So they gave me a little thing that translates it, but it still doesn't work very well. So occasionally my computer just decides to shut me off the internet, and I have to like turn it off completely and then wait 5 minutes and then turn it back on and then fiddle with some of the details, and then it comes back and hooray, I have internet again. But oh, sorry, but
Oh,
because we don't have
hello.
wireless, like they gave us a desk and chairs, but the chairs are uncomfortable, so I've moved my bed so that most of it is underneath the desk. So now when I could just have my bed and sit on it while I'm on the computer.
Be quiet for 1 second. I need to test something. One, two, three, four. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're recording both of us now. For
Are you
some,
sure you want? Are you sure you want to actually post this online tonight? Because I know we haven't talked actually for a fairly long time, and
we're gonna
usually,
we're gonna edit this extensively. Don't worry.
oh, okay, that sounds like a brilliant idea. Hmm.
So
There's
what?
actually, I've been watching this one YouTube video recently called Drunk Cooking Drunk. Mary showed it to me.
Never heard
Oh,
of it.
My Drunk Kitchen, that's what it is. Where this girl gets hammered and then tries baking and cooking and other things, and she's actually really, really terrible at cooking. Like she doesn't know how to do it whatsoever. She tried making cookies one time and she accidentally made biscuits. And she tried making an omelet and it turned into scrambled toast.
Mm-hmm.
However that happens. But it's really interesting how she edits down. So like it's very, very clipped. Like you don't go 5 seconds with her on the screen without like it slipping to another clip. And it works a lot better that way because she can actually it's a lot funnier, and especially because she's drunk for most of the period. So yeah,
I'd like to watch her try and make meth.
yeah. Oh, trying to make meth while being
Drunk?
drunk?
Yeah, totally. What else have you discovered in the last month? I mean, walk me through it. The
Oh
last
my
we checked.
God, England was so hot. It didn't make sense. I came here because it's supposed to be a cold country.
Mm-hmm.
It made literally me angry all the time. It literally made me angry. There we go. Literally me angry. Anyway, like you guys were having fantastic cold weather, and it was like 93 degrees Fahrenheit here, and I don't know what that is in Celsius. And every time someone says what degrees it is Celsius, I get very confused.
Mm-hmm.
They also talk about the weather almost all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that's an actual thing over there.
Yeah, it's mostly because when the weather hits, England's a smaller country than ours,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't have nearly as much time to track weather before it hits here. And due to the way that England's made and it's so bumpy and like covered in hills, the moment the weather hits the island of England, it like splits and separates and jumbles all together, and you never know which direction it's going to go. So like a forecast doesn't work very well. So the weather can be really sunny and hot 1 minute, and then the next minute it's really cold. Like today, I was out. I wanted to get a haircut today, and I was going to.
You were gonna get your hair cut last week, according to
I was
Facebook.
going. I've been having hard times.
I
They're not
see.
open. They're not open past 5 o'clock, and that's when I wake up most times. I'm not a day person, and it's been very hot, so I don't want to go outside very much. What we would call lunch, they call what we when we have lunch, they just go drinking, and that's just it. Like you can't walk 10 feet without finding a pub,
Right. I mean, I
which
know
is
that
awkward because that means all the pubs are only 10 feet wide. But weird.
it works. I mean, what they lack in quality, they make up for in quantity.
So today was a special day. I was very depressed this morning because I wanted to get a haircut and I didn't.
That's the entire reason you were depressed.
I'm a very shallow person, Stephen.
You're,
I wanted a haircut. I've been wanting a haircut for 2 weeks.
and your problem, the reason you couldn't get one is because you woke up at 5 in the evening.
It was so hot during the day.
Okay, this is my next question for you because this is actually kind of humorous to me. So, how could you be going to all these pubs for lunchtime when you're sleeping through lunch entirely? Do you sleepwalk?
My definition of lunch is the second meal of the day, whether or not that meal is taken at 7 o'clock in the morning or noon or like 5 o'clock in the
So,
afternoon.
so you're going to restaurants at like 2 in the morning and you're surprised that everyone there is drinking.
Maybe. I suppose that makes sense why no one's drinking at 5 o'clock when I'm going for breakfast. And then when I go for lunch at 2, everyone's out in pubs and drinking mostly all near like places that are open. And then I don't usually have dinner. I didn't have dinner like very often when I'm not at Messiah College actually.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that most of us would have avoided dinner altogether if it weren't for the social scene there.
Yeah, kind of. Hmm.
Nobody was
I
missing.
don't, I don't know. I was usually really hungry, but I don't. Messiah College, I assume, is just like their food doesn't have much to them, I guess.
Yeah,
So like when you eat, it goes through your system so quickly that you're hungry by the next mealtime.
but
And then,
you never ate much to begin with.
well, no, not really.
I mean, you'd peck at fruit and desserts, and that was about it. I don't know that I ever saw you sit down and really just, you know, scarf down a real hefty meat and potatoes type meal.
But I don't like potatoes, and I don't like a lot of meats.
Fruit,
I like fruit, and
sugar.
I like sugar. Oh, there's a small child with like very very curly like blonde hair. He's like 5'5" and probably only in high school. But he wears like these tatty hoodies and pants and just wanders around Cheltenham around the same times I do. And I'm fairly certain if I asked him for drugs, he'd have them.
The kid.
The kid. He
What makes
looks
you
like,
so certain?
because I'm fairly certain he could hide like a ton of weed in his hair if he really want. Yeah, I'm not kidding. He's very very long and curly hair.
Wait, how
It's
old
like
is this guy again?
he looks like he's in high school.
Oh, I thought when you said kid, you meant like some middle schooler latchkey child wandering the streets begging for
Middle
gruel.
school kids do have
They
drugs.
do. They do.
They're
I'm not denying
insane
that.
for them. Middle school sucks. You want to be out of that as soon as possible. So if you can't, excuse me, if you can't graduate, oblivion.
I might be
So
tutoring at a middle school starting next week.
ask them if they have any drugs.
Oh, yeah, not on my first day.
Ask them on your second day.
This is a weird. It's a weird school. It's sort of a special learning center called the Concept School. It's
Ooh.
high school and middle school, and the entire student body is 28. Tiny.
What?
28
Oh,
students.
28 people.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying all the students were 28 years
Oh
old, and I
no,
was
no.
like, why are they in school? Why are they in middle school?
They made bad mistakes. Took too many drugs the first time through middle school.
They got into that stinky weed.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's a couple years, suddenly they're 28 and only in sixth grade. Life sucks.